All right. First, we are going to basically draw on our faces with our magnetic mascara. Because if you're going to be a comic book character, you have to have very straight lines. They don't have to be perfect because, of course, we're not perfect beings over here. But what you want to do is really outline your features with simple lines. So as you can see, I did the sides of my nose and the front of my nose, and I started doing one side of my jawline. It's a lot easier than you think. There's not that many lines on your face. So you're just going to outline sort of the main parts. Oh, now this is one that people often forget because you don't really see it, is that chin. And then under the side of your chin, you can make these lines thicker too. They don't need to be as thin as mine. Okay, so now we're taking just a little of our number 40 to give us just a little contour. Now, I already had my foundation on. I just wore a normal foundation. Okay, and some real contour. So here we are in our 180, putting that right under our cheekbones. There we go, to give us some definition and a little bit up there to blend it in. So, comic book characters tend to have pretty extreme angles. All right, you have to wear red if you're going to be a comic book character. So here we are with our Tori Bell red. This is actually a really easy Halloween costume, guys. And it's really fun and cute. People love it. It's not that hard. You only have to be able to draw a few lines and put on your makeup like normal. I think the only real tricks to this are just, to use something that stays on and is easy for you to maneuver. That's why I really liked using the magnetic mascara on the liner side, because it's very black. It's very easy to put on. You can make a thin line. And also don't get red lipstick all over your teeth like I just did. There we go. And done. Okay, so we're going to wear magnetic lashes. And so I'm putting my magnetic liner, or my magnetic mascara on underneath. Here we go. It goes underneath each eye. And we'll put more than one coat on. We'll put 2 coats on. And then we'll even put a little on the top. There we go. So I'm using this as both an eyeliner and as a lash magnetic adhesive because it's easy to do. It dries on, it goes on black, it holds your lashes on, and it also makes a great eyeliner. So I'm using it for both. This is like the day of magnetic mascara. Okay, now here's something important you cannot forget. When you outline your features in black, you want to make sure that you outline your mouth. That really makes one of the biggest differences when it comes to looking like a cartoon character. Alrighty. Yeah, and this one you have to be a little careful just because you don't want to get black all over. Okay, now we're using the works. We're going to do our eyebrows like we usually do, but they're going to be quite a bit blacker in this case, so I'm going to do them very black, and they're going to be very straight lines, which is not what I usually do. Normally when I do my eyebrows, they're a little bit kind of looser, and they're a little bit soft on the edges, but I'm definitely going for a drawn-on look here. So I'll do each one, and you could even draw it on stronger than I did in the front. I can't help myself but to tone down the front a little bit to have it blend in, but you can just definitely do that just black. And you can also use your stencils for this. Okay, you see how I did those 2 lines, and then I do 2 more lines, and 1 across the front, and fill it in. Okay, super easy. And then just make sure it's all filled in. There we go. All right. And we're going to line all the way around the eyes with the works in black. And we're going to do quite a lot of black, you guys. Like this look really only has a couple colors in it, which is kind of fun in and of itself. It doesn't take that much time to do, really. It's just drawing some lines and kind of putting on your normal makeup, but just in a more drawn-on way. I think anybody could do this look, honestly. If I were going to do it again, I think I would make my jawline ones thicker. And I would probably do my nose a little bit different. I don't know if I would have done the circle at the end of my nose if I did it again. But who knows? Maybe for Halloween, I'll do it again. All right, now you're going to draw in the bone of your cheek. So basically, you're just going to draw a line where that bone is on your skull. Just follow the curvature of your skull, just like that. And then fill it in a bit. And now I'm just really evening up my nose because it was a little crooked. The lines weren't quite the same size. You guys always remember, you can just go back. You don't have to worry about anything being perfect. You can always do some more. All right, now we're taking some white paint, and this is just Halloween makeup, and we're going to do our waterline. And this is great for Halloween. Doing a lighter waterline is good in general, but you want it to be more flesh colored, not white. But the white is great for Halloween because it really just adds like an unreal element. We're also going to do a highlight on that chin. And so the highlights are really important, you guys, because that's really what makes you look three-dimensional. And we're also going to do it on the lips and the nose. Make sure that you wait until whatever is on your lips is totally dry, because otherwise the white will just mix with it. And that's no fun. Okay, we're going to do our Cupid's bow. There we go. I'm starting to look very cartoony over here. All right, I'm putting my liquid liner on. Voila. And we're using the gold liner. This is our one that's made in the USA for our lashes. And I'm going to put on ladies' night lashes in a minute here. I got them all ready. All right, now make sure you put on 2 good coats. And see how I'm kind of tapping that? I like to do that instead of trying to draw it on if my hands are a little shaky. I just tap it. So it's just, one little teeny spot after another, and it's so much easier if your hands are a little bit shaky. Because my hands do shake, and people are always like, oh, your hands are so steady. And I'm like, no, they're not. I just found ways to do it easier. Okay, so back to the white. Oh, boo-boo, it's all right. We'll just fix it. Okay, now we're taking our stencils and our sunrise palette, and we're gonna use the lightest color in the sunrise palette and our stencil. And we're gonna do this because old-fashioned comic books were made with dots. And so this is a very old-fashioned comic book look, and it really kind of gives the idea, if you couldn't figure it out already, what's happening here. Like, this is a comic book character, but it's subtle enough because you're using the powder. I think this is super fun. And again, stencils are what separates the pros from the amateurs, you guys. You want to do something for Halloween and look really good? Use a stencil. They're cheap, they're easy, and they make you look super professional. So that's my big, huge Halloween advice right there. Stencils. You gotta love them. See, isn't that fun? It's subtle, but you can totally still see it. This particular stencil is good for a lot of things. It's good for like Minnie Mouse. It's great for Bambi. It's great for cartoon characters or any kind of pop thing. This is just a regular everyday polka dot stencil. Really goes a long ways. I highly recommend them. And I got them at Amazon. I'm sure you're surprised. They're inexpensive and they come quickly. All right, so now I'm going to add in my collarbones. And again, we're just following our bones and darkening it up a bit. And I'm going to do a few more stencils. And this is really just up to you, wherever it is that you feel like you want to add them. Just, enough that whenever you move around, that people get a little look at it. And this is fun too, because this is a shimmering color. And so as I move, people will see it more at certain angles than others. And it's kind of an iridescent, little sneaky nod to comics of the past without being too obvious. So I think that's really cool. All righty. Okay, so now I'm going to do the front of my chin. And you can connect this. I think if I were to do it again, that I would actually have done my jawline a little bit less long, so there was a bigger gap between, but you could also connect it. Okay, we've got our ladies' night. I'm going to trim them. There you go. And put them on. What was really fun is getting ready for all of these costumes, getting a little bit of clothes and getting the stencils. That was actually really fun. I think a lot of the fun in makeup is just the prepping for it, really, finding the products you like and playing with them. I think that's awesome. Okay. And our lashes are so easy to put on, it's just silly. There we go. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something. Aha, it's not just the dress, it's cleavage. Not that I'm really missing cleavage, but I need my drawn-on cleavage. So same thing, you just use the works in black. Uh-oh, my boobies are crooked. Uh-oh. Well, crooked boobie day. It's fine. No one's gonna notice, right? I could just stand sideways maybe. I don't know. If I do this one for Halloween, no, that was a bad choice. Okay, don't do your boobs. Or if you do, make sure you do them evenly. Kapow! I'm a comic book character.